For Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the intraday for Bitcoin to see what happened, what it might happen next. So today in the daily, we said, of course, that we might have still, of course, a potential for one more high, or in case we are very bullish, of course, double high, and that would be it, right? So basically, if we get one more high, this is gonna be a wave C of a wave B here, that we are finishing in it a big expanding flat here, which is of course on the 4-hour chart that you can see exactly here as an A, B, and a C toward the downside. Now this scenario is of course already there and it can be ready to be finished, meaning with this scenario where you are bearish here, you can be of course already finished in an A, B, and a C, of course. In case, of course, that you have finished a W, X, and a Y, here it can be already finished 3 waves towards the upside. Why W, X, and Y? Because here you finished a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You took the highs. This is a considered already can be a finished impulse here. Finishing, of course, an A, B, and a C 3 waves. And you have already W, X, and a Y internally 3 waves and also 3 waves there. Meaning big W, X, and a Y finishing again after an A, B, and you're looking for a wave C. Therefore, we have to be careful so much with Bitcoin because, of course, we are potentially in the top. We already took the blue box several times, right? We took it over there, here, and we were ranging around it. We took another high inside it, and we saw, of course, a signal of weakness, especially that the daily channels was not broken. It was, of course, rejected directly from there, and we're moving toward the downside. Currently, if we take a closer look in the channeling here, we see, of course, that the price is getting back inside the corrective channel, which is not a good thing that we are looking at here, of course. It might be, of course, something as a signal that yes, we have topped for Bitcoin and we might drop down towards lower prices, meaning bear market here might be unfolding towards the 60 to 70k. Now, I don't want to scare you guys to be so much bearish, of course. Internally and in the micro, we mentioned today that yes, there is a potential here for kind of like impulsive wave, can be of course diagonal, but yeah, wave 5 longer than wave 3 again, and it's not really perfect here, right? It can be still corrective, and you're still looking here at something impulsive toward the downside, and that means it might be a continuation for this impulse that it has already started to unfold over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards lower prices. We have to be very, very careful, of course, with Bitcoin in any case scenario. And we are in the top. We're very close to the top. Maybe we have topped, yes, because this is impulsive. We're getting back. The base channel rejected. The counting can be finished here already, of course, in a W, X, and a Y, finishing wave B. So a lot of possibilities here might, of course, show us, a little bit for lower prices. Now, on the KGT, of course, we still have this potential divergence here, but I still feel like this is very, very close to the low. Knowing that it is a bullish divergence, you might experiment a little bit higher prices again. Probably if this 1, 2 is gonna be saved, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, probably we might see, of course, this one more high, I believe, for Bitcoin. If we fail to break this base channel over there and we come back, I would say this was the last chance for Bitcoin. Yeah, so we have to be really very careful with it. And one more thing, of course, before we move on, I would like to check on the Bitcoin dominance. So for the Bitcoin dominance, as I mentioned, of course, we were not yet finished and done with this wave 5. I don't know why it takes so much time. You have a wave 5 to unfold here. You have kind of double 1, 2s, and you finish, of course, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. At least you have at least one single wave 5 toward the downside. We still need, of course, to take this blue box. I still see here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 that it might still be unfolding for lower, which of course reducing here the strength for Bitcoin against the altcoins, of course. And you can see, of course, one more drop towards lower prices. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin dominance, and the possibilities that we might have next. Be careful again, it's a warning for Bitcoin, knowing that the alts might still, of course, moving for higher, while looking at the dominance moving down. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.